Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to the darkest dungeon, where today we will not be going to the darkest dungeon despite the town event, because after browsing through my characters and thinking about it for a little, I'm more than likely going to be taking Riscal to the darkest dungeon next time. And Riscal is all about we have light. Tons and tons of light. Look, this ability gives plus 40 torch for heaven's sake, and he can use it twice per combat. We are not running out of torch in the darkest dungeon. So I figured, who suffers from the darkness a lot? And the answer is Buttercup, because she causes a lot of stress to herself. So we're going to send her on a big, long mission, where she can try and protect herself from the darkness. And we're going to do that by sending them on a big quest. Simple quest. The Warrens. Warrens is medical herbs. A lot of medical herbs. And some holy water, if I remember what not. Who are we taking with the darkest dungeon? You're right, Alistair. I should be telling them that. We are taking Carmilla, our Duchess, because we adore the Duchess, and the Duchess is pretty damn powerful. We're taking the Twilight Knight, who I haven't named, because they're just big and tough, honestly, and hit pretty hard as well. We're taking Buttercup, because of course we're taking Buttercup. I mentioned Buttercup in the first place. Who else are we taking? Well, we're also taking our new Executioner, because I was noting I don't have anyone to fill in like position 3 or 4. And funny enough, despite the big sword, the Executioner is really good in position 3 and 4, thanks to the hang ability and the guillotine ability. It's kind of ironic. But either way, we're ready. We can go. It's a level 1 dungeon. And of course we're fighting spiders. No, we haven't gone fighting spiders for a while. It says it's a long dungeon. So how long do you think it's going to be? 100 rooms? 200? 250? Yeah, knowing the spider dungeons. Oh, they've got... Mr. Ancestor has nothing to say. Oh my god, it really is gonna be one of these. We've got a blind dungeon, everyone. Hello, Spudders. Oh yeah, and the, Executioner is also one of the best, de-stressors in the entire game. That's also a key thing. So, thwap. The Executioner is one I find very funny, in the sense that he does damage like a big giant heavy hitter. Where the bloody hell did you come from? Wait, what? What? Did that thing just appear out of nowhere? What? That affects everyone. That affects single target. And this is single target. So that's there's a heal that causes stress to the person being healed. Sorry. That's a heal that allows her to heal herself in exchange for stressing someone else. And the other one is a heal in exchange for stressing herself. So she does that. Okay, she also stresses them when they heal her too. Take that! Yes, take that! Go to hell! Nothing getting summoned? Good! I don't like it when bullcrap just randomly appears. Almost as much as I hate this dungeon setup. And the amount I've always hated this dungeon setup. It's a good thing we are not taking bonus stress in the darkness. At least we'd better not be. Ah! We're actually fighting legitimate piggies this time. That heals that stress heals other people, but not yourself. Interesting.
This is how a life is taken.
I still love how your crit bonus is self-healing. We're looking for animalistic shrines. We're gonna be looking for a long time. There's lots of things to find, including animalistic shrines. The scrolls forever change the hero. Quick reflexes. Okay, I'm good with that. Just don't lose that, or steady. The execution is also meant to be really slow. But yeah, 10 to 20 damage with 50% negative for hitting 2 targets is approximately 6 to 10 damage, which is pretty good damage for an AoE attack, you know. Oh, the glass spider. How I forgot how much I hate you. With the very fact you exist. Healing crystals. How pleasant. You know what's not pleasant? What's not pleasant is me dealing with you. Especially when she can't attack. Because she doesn't attack back, because she hasn't had a chance to attack, so she can't riposte. Well, that's a big long corridor. Maybe there's a big long animal, big mighty animal shrine at the end of it. I really don't want to campsite, honestly. Given how much... We just found our meal. We also found one of the animalistic shrines. Cool. These piggies are not going to tame the wild spiders that infest these holes today. No, sirree, they won't. Here's another fun, stupid thing that the... No, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to slice him. Oh, yeah, and he does also get mega bonus damage versus, whatchamacallit. Humans. God, I love that. The Duchess. The funny thing I always find about transforming characters is I very rarely transform them. Because quite frankly, they're better in their original form a lot of the time. Take her, for example. She gets riposte with every attack in her original form. Well, you just found us quite a big corridor. Infuses the hero with great power, plus 15% damage. Nice! Piggies, I know you're screaming in the background because it's dark, but shut up. She does an awful lot of damage at times. There's just no downside, really, to the Duchess. I mean, she only uses one ability, but you could say the same about most characters. They only get to use one ability. And that one ability tends to be rather good. What do I think? I'm going to run out of shovels. I really don't like the fact I think I'm going to run out of shovels. Apparently there's a treasure room with no fight. Interesting. Oh, a quest location. Glorious! Let's start moving towards it. We don't care what we have to fight in the way. Come at us, spiders! Pitiful, pitiful spiders. You are no match for us. The funny thing about her is that, in the end, she does reduce the stress she receives from her healing. For quite a while, actually. To the point that it lasts multiple combats. Ooh, there's an ordinary spider. Isn't that a treat? Make sure we gotta kill that then. There's also an annoying glass one. Because of course there's an annoying glass one. This one gives her self-healing. So... And it buffs both targets for minus 15 strength. Or... Lasts 15 rounds. Lasts 3 rounds. So it lasts 15 rounds on herself. But... whatever rounds on other people. Interesting. So she's good at reducing stress, even though she causes a lot of it.
So too will resistance.
Which in itself is an interesting concept. One more shrine gone. Just 2 more to discover. Wherever the hell they may be. Deeper in the dungeon, we keep moving on, trying to find these shrines that are doing no harm to anybody but ourselves, because they're really quite tough, because we need to find them and put an end to this rough. Oh, find the shrines, we're finding the shrines. Oh, what glorious time to be alive. We are finding, yes, we're finding the shrines. However and wherever they hide. To find the shrines we find and search. To hide the curse of looking for shrines. Oh, I've got no idea what I sing today, but it matters not, indeed, I say. Find the shrines, we find the shrines. That's the wrong kind of shrine. Look for shrines, we search for shrines. The kind of shrine we do define as quite divine. Yes, that shrine. Searching for the shrines. You know, Alistair, that's actually a pretty good question. To which I might answer, yes. I might think that possibly, just possibly, singing is the only way I can be entertaining. Well, Carmelita, Carmela has now taken an awful lot of stress. And that means we now have to focus on stress healing her a little. I'm going to kill the thing in the back because I don't like it. But after that, good shot. Wrong one. Oh, you can't even hit. Oh, you don't even have the stress healing equipped, do you? Yeah, I thought against equipping it because of the fact of we have Buttercup, who isn't the best stress healer. She's a pretty good healer, but her stress healing could leave more to be desired. And there we go. We are now have more food than we brought with us. I should not have been so worried about food. But glorious, we found a shrine! A boon at last, indeed, Buttercup! We've destroyed one of the evil shrines. Now we just have another one to find. Wherever the hell it may hide.
Change places!
Oh, that's not good. I'm starting to get the feeling that I should just... You know what, screw it. Please, eat it. You can't actually attack from the back row as in your monster form. You can attack from there, though. Glorious. And we'll push on to the task's end. Get me to the task's end. The task's end is find the animalistic shrine. And it's always annoying when you only have one left. Especially across such a big dungeon. Although, admittedly, this dungeon is a lot smaller than most of the dungeons of the same type. Hello, Spudders. Why do you summon a glass spider? Glass spiders are evil! See? I hate it so much I kill it! It does nothing to us. Or to you. Your glass spider literally just wasted a turn. And you died. Ah, you're sword slicing the one who just sword sliced you, who is then going to try and sword slice you back, and she misses! Oh, the humanity! So many sword slicing, but nothing happening. Here, have another slice of the sword. What the bloody hell is that? It's a trinket I don't have. Wherever the shrine is, it has to be in one of these corridors. I bet. It's the only explanation I can think of. It's there, or along that corridor. I think it might be in the room, but I also think it might not be as well. There's absolutely no reason not to just fully heal you with food, Miss Twilight. Here we go. The last and final animalistic shrine. That was a lot less horrible than I thought it would be. How much experience did everyone get? 5. Well, everyone's level 4 now, at least. Spider Hater. Bonus damage versus spider, but creeping cough. That's not as good. For the next part of the dungeon, we're going to go do an ordinary dungeon. Why? So that we can get this trinket right here. Golden fish or ornament, which provides our little grove healer here with another 25% max healing. Additional healing with her restoration, and some additional healing with the absorbing light that she does. So basically, it's just a really decent healing trinket for her. And the funny thing is that stuff like the Martyr's Halo won't actually work for her, because I don't believe additional healing applies to restoration. So, plus additional restoration amount is, like, really significant. So, who do we have in our team to go on this quest? We have the Beastmaster, because the Beastmaster needs leveling. We have Thigh. Original Thigh. Why? Because there's something I want to test with him. Just something I want to test. Then we've got the Soothsayer, because again, they need leveling. And finally, Rehab Regan, our shield breaker, for the sole purpose that we can so that we can possibly get a nightmare, so we can get more Aegis scales. Why is that important? Well, Aegis scales are going to be the key ingredient for killing the boss that requires us to be on no health. Because block is the most important thing versus that boss. Nothing more to say about the matter, really. So, not much to say. Away we go! Thigh is our healer. Soothsayer is the stress healer. Rehab and the Beastmaster are the damage. Pretty obvious, really. I'm sure they are. What do I need to do again? Explore 90% of the rooms. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 rooms, that probably means I need to explore 11 of them. And in order to get 11 of them, we can probably ignore those 2. Or something like that. Or, you know, we could just go straight for them. That works as well. Hello, enemies! A Bone Banshee and Bone Royalty. Well, neither of them are nice. So you get to die first. You hear me? Die. Now here's the question. If I do that... Ah! It lasts the entire battle. Okay. Now. That lasts the entire battle. Meaning, this Null Blight can stack. Meaning, I could potentially spam it every single time. And the idea that I could spam it every single time is a little appealing. Honestly. I mean, who doesn't want to spam plus 25% damage every single round, right? Stalking through the dungeon, a mighty sorry lot who have to explore everything, no matter what the cost. 'Cause they are simply not able to say no. They must know everything that they do. You're right, Alistair. I do sing too much. I don't deny that. Oh yeah, I need to check if haste is an AoE. It targets everyone, or whether it's only singular. Ha! You missed! Ha! You missed! That is AoE. It does apply to the entire party. For the battle.
Destroyed.
Wait. For the entire battle. So you're saying I could just spam this? And we could keep getting plus 20 dodge? I think I might have underestimated the potential of the red mage. The red mage seems a little good at buffing. Only buffing, but buffing's still important. Hello, brigands. It's nice to meet you. One of you is stealthed. Oh, you poor innocent chap. You don't know what kind of mistake you have made, do you now? No, you didn't. Until it was too late. So I can apply a Null Blight to someone to give them plus bonus damage every round. Then I can also apply haste every round to apply that. Plus, thanks to Last Light and the Martyr's Halo, it gives us a protection buff and a heal every single time. Well. Does that mean I could potentially get something stupid? Like 100% dodge against every attack? Because if that's the case, then I know exactly what the hell I'm doing with the red mage. I know what's going to happen to the red mage. Didn't realize the buffs of the red mage were quite that good. Being completely AoE and lasting the entire battle. Yeah. I know exactly where the red mage what's going to happen with the red mage. Okay, well ahead of us is a treasure room with 2 Curos ahead of us. So I think this is a good time for a campsite. Magnificent. Okay, first things first. Shamanism. You cured yourself? You didn't cure not. Rehab. No problem. No problem, I guess. Buff, 1 battle. Protect. Ignore protection versus unholy. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's find some food and another herb, please. Let's find yourself a little healing herb. Or, you know, be completely utterly useless. No disease-ridding herbs today. And no nightmare either. I mean, that's annoying. But we did come here with multiple purposes in mind. Such as testing out the red mage, because it has been a very long time since I've used the red mage. testing out the... I don't know, actually. Something. It's a shame the red mage doesn't have an accuracy buff with her. Oh, foul warding, you say? Well, isn't that a shame, because I don't care about your foul warding. I'm gonna murder you all the same. Because here's the thing. Slice. I ignore armor.
Masterfully executed.
And she just hurts. A lot. I wonder how much dodge you need before you physically can't get hit anymore. I imagine 100 would be pretty good at that. Right, well, moving on. There's still plenty of dungeon to explore. We want this trinket, yes we do. And to get it, we just need to go through me and you. You're right, Alistair. I should stop trying to rhyme everything. I don't know why I do. At least we've got loads of heirlooms. Heirlooms are nice. Traps, not so much. Although then again, she likes being stressed because she does more damage while stressed. Ooh, what else did we find? Ooh, there's a combat ahead. Ooh, and 2 combats entwine as well. Ooh, a bookshelf. We don't need a bookshelf. We will take one of these, though. Insatiable ghoul, you say? That's annoying. Those things aren't nice. Especially against Mr. Beastmaster, who doesn't have any armor piercing or whatsoever. Ouch, that was a pretty nasty hit. And a stun! There's a reason I don't like you ghouls. Although I so wish that the Beastmaster could hit harder. Also love how she has an ability to de-stress herself from attacking. Not quite. Dodge? I haven't found my new favorite bullcrap. There's not much left from what I can tell. Just a singular battle of gargoyles. For some reason. Flurry of claws. Ooh. Ooh, ouch. Nasty. Nasty ouchies. Why didn't you kill? Good job, Mr. Beastmaster. Your double strike killed them both. Now we just need you to kill this one again. Oh, 3. Can you do the other 3? 2. Of course you can't. Meaning, you get hit. But that doesn't matter. Not in the slightest. See? All good. Now ahead of us is a... one of those! No torch. I got given a torch at the beginning of the dungeon. I used it straight away, as one would normally. So, bye-bye, Shambhala. We're not fighting you today. Why do you always get diseased? And so for the final part of this episode, we're gonna go fight the Garden Guardian again, because I want to test something. So, who do we have with us? We have Fi, which is what I'm testing. Alistair, because healer. I have to admit, you're one of the best healers. Guts, because guts. And Rehab, because armor piercing and possibly more nightmare snakes. So, what is our goal? Well, we are going to try and one-shot the Garden Guardian. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. First, Guts is equipped with a trinket that causes him to ignore armor. Second, because I forgot that trinket exists. Second, we've got Thigh to give plus 25% damage constantly. So, we're just gonna...
Very grounds themselves are
just there. We're gonna just keep doing that until we see our whatchamacallit. Until we see it work. And it gave us a torch, which is very nice, because now we don't have to worry about that kind of blockage. You know, this one, that's right here. We can ignore it. Moving on. Ah, spooters. It's been a while since I've seen a spooter. Spooters are fun. Spooters are pathetic. The only thing about them is they're fast. Which is relatively annoying. Especially when they dodge. Luckily, Guts can just do that. Because he's Guts. Good. Glorious. The problem is gone. Can we talk to this thing? Of course we not. I forgot to bring some blood. How annoying. Yeah, vampires are extinct, apparently. They have to be. So we did about 29 to 50 damage against the big giant thing. Good to know. Are we going to have the same kind of equivalent again when we attack the ghoul? Guts? Because that's what I'm hoping. Because this does say attacks ignore enemy protections. That's a lot of horror you just gave us. That could stun. Wait, that ability stuns? Huh. Clears corpses, does damage, and stuns. What's the downside? Alright, Guts, let's see. 29 to 50 damage! Guts ignores armor now! And protections! Now, isn't that just wonderful? Thigh, you're equipped with all the scouting trinkets. You should be able to scout ahead and find us what kind of whatever crap we want to find.
Ooh, shiny.
Apparently, Rehab managed to resist it. Well done, Rehab. Ah, we finally found these things. You can't force him forward. That's not right. You made Guts angry with that attack. Thigh, get an attack. Of course Thigh doesn't get the attack. Okay. That thing has a speed of 2. You have a speed of 5? Quirk. Oh. Huh. Didn't realize you had that. My bad. I love it when you crit numbers like that, Guts. I just love it. Ah, Thigh is now a vampire. Oh, whatever will you do, Thigh? How about you drink their blood? The blood of your enemies that Guts has now given upon you. You know, now probably isn't a bad time for a campsite. Because the chances of us encountering 4 enemies before the end isn't likely. So, how do we want to do this? Right, we've had our campfire. We're now moving on. Ah, hello there. I mean, thank you for the stress heal. Eye of Immortality. Minus 100% damage received at death's door. Well then. Heavy resin. Heavy sap with shining like molten lead. Increase stun and move chance. Decrease speed. Lasts 4 rounds. Ah. I was hoping it'd last longer. Still, that sun trinket. Yes, yes, come here, boss. We know you're there. We are going to try and do our best to one-shot you. I believe it entirely possible. Entirely. But it will take a little bit of time.
The hamlet cannot stand for this thing that should not be.
It should not be. It will not be.
God.
You probably shouldn't have bothered attacking. But he's just gonna buff guts all the way to hell and back. Feed the soil. Ooh. Ouch. That hurt. Quite a bit, actually. That did a nice bit of nasty critting. So let's see, you have 270 odd HP. Right? You're gonna pass your turn. You. How much can you deal? 77. Not quite high enough yet. You're gonna pass. Alistair is gonna heal us. And then Thigh is just going to buff guts again. How much do you deal now? 85. It's improving a little bit each time. Still, you're gonna pass. I should have brought one of those characters that allows you to give additional actions, like the Snake Charmer, or the what are called? How much now? 92, with a 40% chance to crit. Not good enough. You now have a 170% damage increase. I'm sure it won't be good enough.
Grievous injury.
You get crit every single time, Thigh, don't you? Why is that? I just buffed the wrong one. Always annoying when I buff the wrong one. Because that means we've got to wait even another turn again. I was going to say, if you crit again, there's going to be hell to pay. I kind of feel sorry for Rehab not being able to do anything because all their— Stop critting Thigh! Jesus Christ! What is with all the crits? Just because I'm trying to cheat you by one-shot you doesn't give you the right to just crit me every single time! The irony is I will one-shot the shield. If you target Thigh again, we're just gonna say screw it and start killing the boss. Alright! Fine! Screw it! We'll kill your boss then! See? Was that not a good amount of damage? Why is this thing so obsessed in attacking Thigh? So all I want to know. Now, if anything decides to attack Guts, it is going to die. Because Guts has been superpowered to all hell and is now riposting. So that shield of yours, it's going to die next round. Or, yeah, the next round. Just like your arm. Your arm was an idiot. Are you also an idiot? Not quite. Shame about the one-shotting. But to be fair, we are hitting it for 100 damage. That's close enough to one-shotting in my opinion. Like that, 122 damage. Hatred beyond time. Ooh, scary. Oh, it's not like Guts does this or anything.
But I fear there may be no end to this blood-borne evil.
Ooh, I have the other Houndmaster trinket. That's quite nice. Well, I think we've discovered quite a good use for thigh now. I'm not sure how much of that got cut out then, because of the fact it seemed to error a little bit. But we now have a good use for thigh, it seems. Wasting sickness. Okay, Rehab, I get it. You are sick. You can now go to the Sanctorium. Well, everyone, I'm all out of time for today's episode, so what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.